after tonight in all 50 states, so that's kind of cool thing. Great night tonight. Gotta say thank you again because it's cool. So now grab that before I go. Thank you. Oh, I gotta say a couple things first of all. You guys were really incredible to let me talk a bit about my mom earlier tonight. I thought that was very sweet. So thank you for remembering mom and team. Let's do this. Can we go on a little emotional journey with each other? Will you hold my hand and I will not let you go? Okay, this is gonna be an interesting little roller coaster ride that we're about to take, but we'll start off with the intro, with the facts of the matter. Some people don't know that when my mom was really sick with cancer, that actually my dad also had cancer. I lost both my folks to cancer within 9 months of one another. And to say it was a tragic, impossible time for my family would be an understatement. And yet, every night after my folks passed, I found myself standing on the stage because nothing made me feel better than making other people feel good. Where they wanted me to be. So they get to see all the cool shit. They get to be in big rooms like this, hang out with you guys, see their son perform all these crazy dreams I talked about. That's the good stuff. Now, here's where it gets a little bumpy. Hold on to your asshole. This is going to get a little... So here's the thing that happened, a few years back that they didn't, I didn't realize and that they missed was when you start to become a little bit more, famous and more people start to know who you are, that's when there's like backlash. That's when there's, haters and negativity, lies, all kind of come out of the woodwork. And I never really realized that, honestly, because I didn't really care about that. I hung out with my fans and I was happy in my bubble with my fans. I never really ventured out past that to see until one night where I took a little gamble, and I had never searched my own name on the internet. I had never done it. Yeah, ego search. I know you call it ego search. I never did it, right? Until one night I called a friend of mine up, and I go, hey man, listen, check it out. I'm going to, for the first time ever, I'm going to search my own name on the internet. I remember my friend paused, and he goes like this. He goes, do you want me to stay on the phone with you? I was like, is that necessary? He's like, I should come over. I'm like, why? I put my name in the search engine, and then when I hit search, even Google was like, don't fucking do this. You guys, I hit search. I could not believe all these sites came up. Dane Cook is shit, and he sucks, and, just the worst comedian ever, right? All these, yeah. That's what I said. I said, boo. No, here's what I did, the mistake. I read all of it. I spent about 2.5, 3 hours reading all this negativity. And by the end of this 3-hour period, even I was like, this Dane Cook is a douchebag. I no longer support me. I read all this stuff, you guys, and then I'm all fucked up. I'm all polluted because of it. And then 2 days later, the story gets even crazier because I sat down on my computer. Remember the moment I sat down? Because it was on a Wednesday back in the day. That's fucking Wednesday. We know this. Yeah. First email that comes in, I should have known I was in for a ride because the name from the email. Here's what I saw. I see anonymous@yahoo.com. That's the name, yeah. When I saw the name anonymous@yahoo.com, my knee-jerk reaction, I was like, great fucking name. I was like, this person got the name Anonymous. This is the Anonymous, not Anonymous 2258 kitty lick lick. The Anonymous. And then I looked down at the subject line from anonymous@yahoo.com. 3 words, please read this. My reaction, indeed. Click. I brought with me the letter, if you'll allow me, Hawaii. I would like to share. Okay, hold on to your butts, because this is the actual letter that I got from anonymous@yahoo.com. Please read this. Dane, both of your parents got cancer and died. Take it away from your shitty comedy.
Oh my God.
My first reaction, I was like, very unlikely. Bullshit. No, you guys, I read that, I couldn't believe it. It was like somebody just kicked me in the stomach. I couldn't believe somebody would write something so hateful and hurtful, and it really fucked my head to the point where, for the next couple of years, I would think about that from time to time, and it would really take the wind out of my sails, it would bum me out, and then other times I would think about it, and it would motivate me to give the best shows of my life. It really, yeah. And then I wanted to better for you guys, be funny, and you can come out, give shows live. So, check this out. So I do my thing. 2 years goes by, 2 years. And then almost 2 years to the day, guess who decides to write me a little follow-up email? I have a letter right here. Check it out. I sit down, again, almost to the day, I sit down, I open up my inbox, and I couldn't believe it. It was, again, the first name that popped up. The first one I saw when I looked in the inbox, anonymously.com. And I looked at it for a second, and I looked, and then immediately I thought to myself, great fucking name. And then it, it sunk in who it was, and I probably sat there for about 35, 40 minutes just remembering all the heaviness and bullshit that went along with whatever this anonymous person wrote to me. And I was going to delete it, you guys. I was going to delete it. I was never going to read it and give the satisfaction. And then I looked down at the subject line. 3 words. Please read this. My reaction? Indeed. I'm a sucker for like subject line, basically. This is crazy. This is the actual follow-up email from Anonymous at Yahoo. Check this shit out. Dave, I was drinking, out of work, and depressed when I wrote you that letter a couple of years ago. I am myself dealing with my father dying of a brain tumor. I respect and understand you now, Anonymous. So I read that 2, 3 times, and then I thought to myself, you know what? I think it's time to write back. I think it's time to reply. This is my reply to Anonymous. First of all, subject line, please read this. Anonymous, your father got a brain tumor because he was tired of thinking about his drunk, jobless, spineless fuckface of a son.